Hey there, I am just throwing together a quick tutorial for newcomers to World of Warcraft. If you've reached my channel and I don't know you, this is for a classic WoW private server. So if you're playing the retail version of the game, some things might be different, but overall the principles are the same. So the first time you log in, you're going to be given your character selection screen. And there are a number of different class and character combinations that you can get to choose from. So obviously the first thing you're going to do is to create a new character, and you're going to choose either Horde or Alliance. Horde and Alliance basically oppose each other. There's open world PvP for those two factions if that's something you're interested in, unless you play on a PvE server, in which case you'll only engage in PvP and battlegrounds. You get to choose between man and woman. I'm going to go ahead and play a paladin, and you can choose your skin color, your face, you know, basic things that you'd expect from any MMO, basically. So yeah, once you've got that figured out, then you can log in. Of course, you get to choose a name as well. So entering the world the first time is kind of cool because you get this cool, unique intro cinematic depending on what race you are. And so it's going to be different for everyone. I just hit escape so that I can get into the game as quickly as possible. And you will start out in your starting zone. So some of you might be starting out in the gnome starting zone, the troll, etc. But for this one, we're obviously starting out in the human starting zone. So first thing you'll notice is probably some quest givers. And a quest giver is anyone who has a yellow exclamation mark over their head. These guys send you on certain objectives and things to do, basically. But before that, you probably want to hit the escape button and go to your interface options. Make sure instant quest text is enabled, and then you can pretty much start from there. A couple things to note: at the bottom of your screen, you have your action bar, which is basically 1 through 9 or 1 through 0. I have mine bound differently. You can change those if you press escape and go into the key binding section, but I wouldn't worry about that if you're just barely starting out. After that, if you want more action bars, by the way, you can go to the interface advanced options and make sure that everything you see on the screen is checked. It's just basically locking in additional action bars so that you can put stuff on additional places. So yeah, so that's the basic action bar. You're gonna have a character button, which if you press C, you can pull up, which is your ragdoll. You get to see all your equipped items, some of your stats as well. Reputation that you might have with any faction, skills. There's a bunch of skills that you can get in the game: herbalism, mining, blacksmithing, leatherworking, skinning, things of that nature. Honors basically for killing other players. Anytime you kill another player, you are given honor. So if I killed this player, I gained some honor. I cheated, but and then that will be calculated into your ranking. That's kind of an advanced thing that I'll talk about later. So yeah, you'll log in first time. And oh yeah, right. So we're going through the character screen. So that's the character screen basically. The spell book is right next to the character info section, and then you can pull it up by pressing P. This basically just shows you all your spells and what you can do with them. You can drag and drop items onto your action bar, or remove them if you want. Move them around to your liking, etc. After that is the quest log. If you press L, that'll just pull it up. So if you accept a quest, threat within, it'll show up in your quest log, basically like that, and you can read from it if you want. So quests are kind of fun. This one is having me speak with someone in particular. It gives me a little bit of a description about what to do and any rewards I might have. There are add-ons that tell you exactly where to go and who to see, but without add-ons, it's a little bit more reading involved. So after the quest log, there is the social button. You can add friends, remove friends, put people on the ignore list so you don't have to listen to them again. You can see who's in the same zone as you. You can see raid frames, or if you've joined a guild, you'll be able to see that as well. Next to the social button is the world map, or just the M button. You can do that if you want. So right clicking will expand you out of the world. Left clicking will put you into a specific map area. Maps are typically hidden until you've explored the area. So get out exploring, but certain add-ons, again, just allow you to see everything. So we're just going to go ahead and do our first quest, just to kind of give you an idea of how it works. So anyone with a yellow question mark over their head, that's a completed quest basically. And they'll also show up as a yellow dot up here in your mini map in the right hand corner. So I'm going to go ahead and complete my quest. I just got a new item, so I'm going to open my bags by pressing B, but at the same time you might have, you can just probably click it open if you want to with your mouse. And then I'm going to right click the hood. Alternatively, you could just drag and drop it over into your character screen. But yeah, that's how you equip items basically. And this next quest is going to have me kill 10 kobold vermin and then return to him, right, once I've done so. And I'll get a trinket, basically, is what it is. So if you really hate the look of helmets, you can actually turn them off if you go into your interface button. Back in the basics area, there's an option that's show cloak and show helm. You can check those on and off as you like. So let's see. So obviously we're going to have to read the quest, see where we need to go. Obviously it says kobolds have infested the woods to the north. Go there and fight the kobold vermin you find, reduce their numbers. So we're looking specifically for kobold vermin. And if you right click, you will auto attack a monster. And your abilities you can use, you just want to read each individual one to see what they do. For paladins, it's pretty simple at low levels. All you basically do is attack and use seal of righteousness. So you can see I slayed one, and then I'll slay another one. And if I get low on health, I can use my holy light to heal myself. And yeah. So the other thing too is anytime you kill a monster, most of the time, they'll have a shiny body. If you right-click the shiny body, you get to loot the items that they might have. And then you can see the amount of gold you have here at the bottom right-hand corner as well. So, oops, and I'm killing the wrong one, so he will not count towards the quest. Spacebar is the jump button. Most of the time you just move around with WASD. You can strafe left and right with Q and E. I prefer to move my camera around with my body, or for my character, so that he can turn left and right with the right mouse click button. You can scroll in and out to your liking. I probably wouldn't play in first person mode, but that's just me. If you have preference for that, then good for you, man. But it's not fun. So yeah, I'm just gonna kill some more of these, and then we're gonna go on to the next thing. One other thing to note too is if their action bars, or sorry, the health bars are not showing up, you just press V. The V button will toggle their health bars on and off. I like to have them active just so they can see clearly how much health is left for the things that I'm attacking. Alright, so I've gone ahead and completed the quest, killed all the kobolds I needed to kill. After that, I'm going to go back to the quest givers. Looks like I have a new quest available if I wanted to look at that, which I will. And after that, you just come here, talk to this guy, get your quest reward, and you move on to the next thing. So anytime you get enough experience, you'll actually level up. As you can see, I just leveled up to level 2. This gives me increased stats, as well as potentially some new abilities. So I'm going to equip this. And for the humans, there you'll be sent probably to one of your class trainers at some point. And I think for paladins, they are in the human starting zone. They're over here somewhere. There's more in the actual city itself. Yeah, so I have a paladin trainer here. I go talk to him. And then, take my letter to him, whatever, right? But you need to train skills like every 2 levels, basically. And you purchase skills with gold, essentially. So I'm going to go ahead and get Devotion Aura, which is a new skill. And since it doesn't automatically appear on my action bars, I'm going to open my spell book, which is P, or this button right here next to the character. And you can see that it's glowing saying, hey, I have a new spell. So I go there and I can put it on my action bar if I want. The nice thing about paladins, though, with auras, they already have their own separate action bar. So cool. That's pretty much the basics. You can explore to your liking. There are vendors that you can talk to for additional gear if you really want to buy gear and do things of that nature. But yeah, that's really the most basic thing in the game. If you play classic retail, you won't see transmogrifier, but basically if you have a character, if you have armor that you want to keep an appearance of, even though you're not wearing that armor, you can do that here. So yeah, that's basically it for now. I will probably make some more tutorials in the future.